Howdy YouTube, a really cool review for you today, and that's because we're taking a look at the WWE Mattel Elite Series 50 Shane McMahon. This is a really cool figure, one I've wanted to get my hands on for a while. Big Shane McMahon fan. As a kid, I always loved Shane O'Mac. I thought he was a cool character. Him and Stephanie, I think, are some of the best WWE characters of all time, mainly because they play their role so well. Stephanie is just perfect as a proper heel. A heel you are not supposed to cheer, you're supposed to absolutely despise. And she's probably the only one on the roster that nails that perfectly. So she does a great job as a heel. And then Shane, since his return as the babyface, I think does a really good job. I enjoyed him. Obviously, the Attitude Era was pretty cool. The first time I saw him was part of the DX alliance thing that was going on. But then I was a big fan of him during the feud with DX in the mid-2000s, 2005, 2006. I thought that was a good run for Shane as well. I enjoyed him there. When he came back, I was really, really excited. Wasn't a big fan of him working with The Undertaker. The match was what it was. But as a character, he's fantastic. The match with AJ Styles at WrestleMania, I think largely due to AJ's credit in the ring, really. But the match he had at WrestleMania, I think, was the best match on that card. So that's definitely a feather in Shane's cap. A really cool-looking figure, and I can't wait to get him opened up and out of packaging. In terms of packaging, he comes in the standard Elite-style packaging. Not much going on there, but we are getting some new packaging from Mattel soon. And taking a look at the back of the packaging, one of the things I really like about this figure too is the accessory that he comes with, and I will open it up and show you guys because it is pretty cool. His special move, Coast to Coast, I always love that move. That's a beast move. Same with some of the similar moves RVD would do. To execute them, the timing, the athleticism you need for those are pretty impressive. Other figures in the set, we've been getting some really good Elite waves lately. The Warlord is one that I kind of want to pick up, but kind of don't want to pick up at the same time. But an interesting looking character. The Stephanie is a fantastic Elite figure. Rhino looks really good, but his arms, I encourage you, check him out. And Mattel at San Diego, the Comic-Con, did say they are fixing it, but the arms on him are just ridiculously out of proportion for some reason. Baron Corbin, that's a cool Elite figure as well, and then we get the standard John Cena also. So with that, let's get Shane McMahon opened up. Now, before we review Shane, I want to quickly show you guys the accessory table that the set comes with. It is a really cool accessory. I'll bring in, just for comparison, the Ringside Collectibles exclusive table playset. You can see this one I've had on display for a while. Obviously substantially smaller, looks a little bit more old school, made I guess similar to the old Jakks stuff. If I could describe it anyway, it would probably be very similar to that. The Mattel one, maybe not the monitors, but the actual table itself, I think, is really, really nice. So that's the comparison with the Ringside Collectibles exclusive one. You can see my review on that. The actual table itself is pretty sturdy until you do that. It does just clip together like so. So it's relatively straightforward, which is always nice and good and what you want. Especially too, there's nothing like a good table spot, I feel. Especially the announcer's table. One of the favourite things for me in any wrestling game is always to... you always go hell in the cell, you always break out, go on top of the cell, and you want to drop someone off the top. So just so you can see, everything does clip in. The monitor's obviously a little bit smaller. It's a cool accessory. Like that to me is what you should be getting as an accessory. I think the cost of actually including this in would have been a fair bit for Mattel as well. So it's nice that they went to a substantial bit of effort there. So this is going to be hard to do on camera, mainly because I'm trying to hold everything and assemble everything in one go. But essentially, well, you'll have to take my word for it, I guess. It is pretty straightforward and pretty easy. There we go. And we can rest that on top for now. It does clip in as well, obviously. And you have a really nice WrestleMania logo which I think is pretty cool. So, yeah, that is the commentators table. Let's move that to one side, and let's bring Shane McMahon back into the fray. So, a really cool looking figure, visually fantastic. I think Mattel did a great job with this guy. I'll bring it forward so you can take a look at the face. They nailed it. Definitely an older looking Shane, but still, I think it's one of the more accurate face scans, to be honest with you. I think they did a really good job. Love the Shane O'Mac jersey. Nice detailing there as well. M3. And the money, of course, on the back. Always loved his jerseys, actually. I thought they were pretty cool. Track pants, sports shoes, Nike, Reebok. Kind of hard to tell on the Mattel figure. But it is a really, really nice figure. Definitely recommend picking this guy up. Now, in terms of articulation, he's got the standard elite. So, ball-jointed head, ball-jointed arms, swivel in the bicep, bend at the elbow, swivel in the wrist. He's got an ab crunch, but it is hindered because of his shirt or jersey. Swivel in the waist, swivel in the legs, swivel in the upper thigh, double bend at the knee, swivel in the ankle, and then another swivel. Well, I guess there's two swivels. One in the ankle, but then there's one, I guess, at the top of his foot, at the base of his calf, I guess. I'm not sure what body part that is. But, yeah, so a ton of articulation. And visually, one of the nicer Mattel figures. The paint scheme, the color deco on him looks great. I am really, really happy I got this guy. And a quick comparison to the face that runs the place, the AJ Styles Elite figure, which is another fantastic figure. You can see size-wise, Shane's actually a bit bigger, both beefier and height-wise over AJ, which I guess does make sense. Both really cool figures. Mattel have produced some awesome Elites in 2017, and they've got some cool stuff coming out next year as well. So with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this review on the WWE Mattel Elite Series 50, Shane McMahon. Just before I go, a sneak preview at what I've got coming up. I am reviewing the Ringside Collectibles exclusive NWO Hulk Hogan. Really keen to review this. It's an awesome looking figure. Possible contender for my favorite wrestling figure of all time. The face scan on this looks mental. So I can't wait to get that guy opened up and reviewed for you guys. In the meantime, if you could like or subscribe my channel, it'd be appreciated. Feel free to comment below. And I've got more reviews coming up soon.